Om. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan, Ben Yashawata in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to say a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Kal, Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Rokak, Wadash, Mahamaf. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the archangel on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, you know, the Edomites, the Moabites, and the tiny hats want to keep everybody occupied and entertained in what they're doing, right? It says here World War III to begin Sunday. It says in the bottom, expert warns of massive escalation. U.S. to send ground troops. So you know that's going to eventually lead to drafting, right? Worldwide, not only here in America. But also, the reason that they have to escalate is because, you got to remember, they still spraying in the air. They still tampering also with the food and the water, what they're putting in it. Some way, somehow, they have to get us to turn into cyborgs, right? To bend down on our knees and come to them, right? And also, you got to remember that they still are doing child trafficking, okay? The corporations of America. So you don't know what 501c3 incorporated prostitute churches are doing it. So, could be all of them. And what other corporations? Allegedly. Let me say that word too, right? I'm going to play a little bit of this video. The title of this lesson, Prepare Thy Work Without. Without what? Without the entertainment, without excuse. Okay, there we go. Here we go.
Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and the threat of World War III intensifies as we see more false flags and we see experts warn of the inevitable happening in the face of these false flags. Of course, this out of the express.co.uk, it says, expert warns World War III could begin by Sunday. As Israel-Hamas war intensifies, the expert told the Express South Africa could play a pivotal role by acting as a cyber bridge between the East and the West. An intelligence and cybersecurity expert has claimed that World War III could begin by Sunday as the conflict between Israel and Hamas intensifies. Guy Golan claims that World War III would not begin in one region, but in four: Ukraine, Taiwan, Israel, and South Africa. South Africa is an interesting one to come across here. He says that the main player at the beginning of the conflict would not be the USA, Russia, or Iran, but China, who they said seek to devalue the dollar and shift the global economy towards the yuan. Well, everyone was focused on Israel, by the way, recently. Of course, we saw Putin meeting in China with Xi Jinping. This comes as tensions rise between the East and the West over the war between Israel and Hamas, which has seen thousands of innocent civilians killed. Now, this is all by proxy. This is part of the Greater Israel Project from the Nile to the Euphrates, which happens to go up to Iran, which above that, across the Black Sea, we have Ukraine, the homeland of the Khazars. This is a very important point to be made as we see this out of Gateway Pundit, World War III watch. Drones attack U.S. military base in Syria, injuries reported. Why is there a military base in Syria, one might add? The reason because, of course, the whole region has been destabilized on purpose for the point of this proxy war. For ages now, U.S. bases hit by drones, rockets in Syria as Israeli army given green light to enter Gaza. Now, a big reason why, we see troops all over the region is because they've been propping up Israel for a long time, going back to World War II. Every world war is a reset. This is a new reset, the Great Reset. U.S. prepping to deploy American troops to Middle East. Israel demands $10 billion more in subsidies. These are huge stories, my friends. Breaking, compelling video evidence points to Israeli airburst bomb striking Al Ahli hospital grounds, killing hundreds of Palestinian civilians as they slept on courtyard grounds adjacent to the parking lot. Of course, it killed a bunch of Christians. It's a Christian hospital. And at first, Israel said they did it, but it was to stop Hamas. Then they said, no, they didn't do it. Hamas did it. And now we're seeing compelling video proving that they did do it. But the point is moot because Israel and Hamas are the same thing. Hamas was created by Israel. In fact, in 2019, Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel must support bolstering Hamas and transferring money to Hamas. And we've been talking about this for many years. Mossad created, alongside the CIA, Hamas. It was a punching bag. It's just like the U.S. created ISIS and the Mujahideen and the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, or at least funded and armed them, just like the Iraqi Ba'athist Party. Now, this is all leading to a snowballing effect where even waving a Palestinian flag may be a criminal offense in many places like the UK, throughout Europe. They are calling it anti-Semitism. This is where they want us, my friends. And we are going to go into the potential of World War III.
Okay, let's stop right there. So you can see that a lot of whistleblowers are coming all over out in YouTube, right? Because things are escalating, which is good news for us, the Hebrew Israelites, but bad news for the wicked Edomites and the other wicked parties of this wicked world, okay? Because it's Yahweh Bashin Yahushua who's controlling all things, all right? The Edomites can believe that they're in control. The tiny hats, the Chinese, the African, the Indians, Russians, right? But we know it's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to go to Proverbs chapter 24, verse 27. It says, prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterward build thy house. Now, our so-called Negros Latinos, American Speckled Bird Christian from 501c3 Incorporated prostitute churches, all right, they're going to be thinking this, go buy land and build a house, right? Build a community. When the scripture made it loud and clear, right, that this wicked kingdom, this wicked world system, America's going bye-bye, right, with fire, right, by those missiles from Russia, China, and other countries. It's going to burn it down to the ground. Burn, baby, burn, right? So let's go to Proverbs 22, verse 3, and it says, a prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simp, pass on and are punished. Hide where? Does that mean go back to Africa? Or does that mean go back to Israel? No. It means go and hide, right, under the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The so-called Negros Latinos, Native Americans, and Speckled Birds. Okay? Here I'm doing a lesson right now, and in the parking lot where I live at, they have these, the parents rent these big Halloween jumping whatever balloons and all that. They close the parking lot, and they're having their children's, right, celebrate and play, coming with their costumes, right? I mean, it's so much sadness that's going on around the world, and they just want to play, and worship that which is evil, right? And pass it on to their children because they love them so much. I want to go to Luke chapter 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Stand before whom? Yahweh Shai, right? But no, our people, so-called Negros Latino, American Speckled Bird, they chasing the bag, right? They only got time to chase the bag and to celebrate and keep practicing the pagan holiday belief system, right? But not to do the work, right? Not to remember who they really are. John chapter 16. Yep, World War III is knocking at the door. Chapter 16, I said, verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Yeah. How he overcome it? Because he listened and obeyed his father Yahweh, right? And he came down to show us, the so-called Negros, Latinos, American Speckled Birds, to do the same thing. To remember that this world is going bye-bye. Okay, this body, this sinful body that we have, is going bye-bye as well. But no, a lot of our people, right, want to stay in this wicked place, right? Want to keep being entertained, consumed with the wickedness of this world. I want to go to Matthew chapter 24. Verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man comes. Right? You know, those so-called UFOs that the Edomites been, saying for so many years are really chariots that the Bible talks about. And when Yahweh Shai comes back, when, he cracks the sky open with the host of angels, yeah, it's going to be too late for the so-called Negros Latino, American Speckled Birds. Look, right now, YouTubes are popping out. The Elder Tahar from GMS just did a quick insight information short lesson on how, what you call this? Our people are living in storage. Okay? They're renting these small, tiny storage room because they cannot afford an apartment. All right? The news is not talking about it. Okay? And what are people going to do, the so-called Negros Latino, American Speckled Bird, when drafting starts? A lot of them are going to run and say, yeah, let me go in. Well, when you go in, just remember you're not coming back. I want to go to Roman chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is like a high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Yeah. Our people cannot say, well, I didn't believe that was true, that there's a God and a sun, Yeah, but you believe in Santa Claus. You believe that a rabbit lays eggs. You believe in Halloween. You believe in Thanksgiving. Huh? How about birthdays? You believe in that, right? But do you look into these things? No, right? You got a phone with you all the time, but you don't look into it, right? Because you don't got time. Oh, it's not important. Or you don't care. Well, now when they draft your son or your daughter, you can say the same thing. Look, I don't care. They're grown up. They do what they want. No. Drafted doesn't mean they do what they want. Drafted means that they're being called, the man, to come in. Right? You're being called. This system that's going to become globalist is becoming by a dictator, a wicked one. But Yahweh Shai is a righteous dictator. Okay? Verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darknesses, and let us put on the armor of light, of truth. You're not doing that, right? You keep on, chasing the bag, want to build communities, right? You want everyone, what's his name again? Vocab Malone wants everyone to love and unite together, right? Even though he knows something about the scripture because he learned it from the elders of GMS, okay? He knows that Yahweh Shai should come back, but he doesn't say Yahweh Shai. He makes it loud and clear that his God is Jesus, right? So well educated, supposedly, that man is, Vocab Malone, right? When that Jesus is really Caesar Borgia, son of a pope. He knows that. Does he talk about it? No, because he's wicked, right? A wicked agent spy. Roman 13. Let me go to Roman chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of Yahweh Shai, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh Shai, which is your reasonable service, right? Because when you get drafted, that's what you're exactly going to be doing, okay? You're going to be dying for the Edomites while they go and hide in bunkers with their children, right? And remember, they're going to turn you into cyborgs because they're going to put something in you as well. Because they got to make sure that when Yahweh Shai comes back, you so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled birds that are going to be drafted, fight your own king, your own brother, right? Who wants to come and save you and protect you. You see? But hey, like some of you 2/3 said, right? So-called Negros Latinos, American speckled birds. Oh, we don't care. We're going to die anyway, so what? Okay, so what? Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. I mean, is that to learn, to find out, to be awakened that we come from a powerful, wealthy family, big family, that we do have an identity, a nationality, we do have an inheritance, we do have land, we do have a king. Man, it is crazy when I meet my people and share these things with them, and they look at me all cross-eyed and retarded, right? But hey, Scripture made it clear that 2/3 of our people are stiff-necks anyway, and they're going to have to get what they are demanding. I want to go to, I'm going to jump to verse 12. Rejoicing in hope, patience, and in rejoicing in hope, patience, in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. Wow. Non-stop, man. You see, we're not going out there with guns and machine guns. What we're going out there is with the Bible and the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So when they show these black militant Hebrew Israelites We're not part of that, and they're not part of us. Now they're part of the government system who's paying them, okay, to portray that they're part of us. But we're not going out there. We're not going to be the ones fighting with weapons. When we know that the Edomites have advanced technology and that their troops that they're going to bring in, and those are already in here, sleepers, right, are going to come out with advanced weapons, man. We're nothing but sheep, and that's all, just doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to go to Matthew chapter 25. Give me a minute. I'm looking. Chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. Verse 2. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. There goes the 2/3, right? It's not important. I don't care. You know. Why he did this to us, right? If he's so mighty and powerful, why he's doing this to us? Verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, right? They didn't sit down, study. They didn't go out and do the work. Verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessel and vessels with their lamps. Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumber and slept. Tarried, like tarry, right? Stay longer than intended. Delay leaving a place. Yeah, you know, America's going bye-bye, and you are delaying from leaving this place. Okay? You so-called Negros Latino American speckled birds. You know that war is in front of us. The whole world knows this. There's no excuse, right? And all you want to do is just work and keep your mind occupied on the things of this world only. That is wicked. Okay? Verse 6. It says, and at midnight there was a cry, May, behold, the bridegroom comes, go ye out to meet him. Yeah. And that's when you're going to realize that, oh man, it is true. Verse 7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. Right? Verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamp are gone out. It's not going to happen. It's too late. Okay? We've been going in the highways and byways since 1960, our Bibbing, and then GMS, been doing it after that. It's worldwide. Okay? All over the world. So, I'm going to go to, give me a minute. I'm going to jump to verse 23. That's what I'm going to do. Yahweh Shai said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Yahweh Shai. But the fool didn't want to do the work, right? I mean, it's not like, you so-called Negros Latino American speckled birds. You cannot say that you're not aware no more that we've been using fake counterfeit money, soon to become digital. Let me now break it down in layman's term, okay? Soon to become invisible money. How you like that? Invisible money. Can you believe that? All these years, this high education that this world brags about so much, and that high Q is invisible money. with no value, with no purchasing power. You have no control of it at all. It's crazy, huh? I'm going to leave it with 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. I'm going to leave it with this. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahushua, a workman that needs not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth. That's the bottom line, man. World War III is closer than ever before. The MOTB, right? The C hit, the charagma, the potato chip, the juice, okay? It's going to be mandate. And when that happens, lo and behold, because that's what we're waiting for, lo and behold, that's when Yahushua comes back and he's going to kick ass to 2/3 of our people and to the wicked Edomites around the world. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say shalom.